All right, all right, all right, all right. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn this here. Oh, nah, I'll just leave it. No, I better turn it down. Just coming with a little something, something this evening. And we're going to talk. Uh, and I like to know what you think or what you say about what is being spoken. And right now, I'm going to take out a few minutes to wait till a few people tune in, just a few, and then I get busy. But first and foremost, today has been a wonderful day for Sister Deborah. It has been a lot of confirmation shown and revealed. And it's getting kind of heated up out here, you guys. I think about the vision with the match being lit and thrown into the forest, and the whole forest is now on fire. And I explained to many people that that vision alone had to first and foremost be applied to me. And being applied to me is important. Being so, he want me to feel the vision itself. And that's the same way with the dreams in this day and time, and also the visions. You got to kind of feel that thing. You see, that's why it's important that people understand we are not in a DAY where you're claiming to be all that and some. Anybody in the live chat, can you give me a thumbs up if you hear me? And if not, therefore, I have to cut off this second monitor so that unplug it so you could hear me out there. So if anybody in the live chat could just give me a thumbs up. Just a thumbs up is all I need, is to let me know that you can hear me. And that's why I say it is so important today that we not get caught up in positions and trying to make sure that the world know who we are as the called children of the Most High Yah, in a way of the spiritual servants of the Most High Yah. Um, uh, and we thank you so much. That's a blessing. Thank you so much. Uh, the reason why I say that is, if you ever think about what happened to the servants of yesterday, which was many of them that the Father used, and how they left out here, out off the earth, as far as their lives being uh, taken, uh, you would realize how important it is for us to uh, accept our calling and embrace it. And it's okay to stand on top of the mountaintop, uh, but make sure that you have heard your calling from within. Many of us have taken on this thing about the outer man, to where they think that, oh, I went to seminars, and I went to college, and I went to, all these places to get to where they're at today, not understanding that does not make you one in the body. That does not make you the saints nor the church. Because you sit at home and you study and you read, because you on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Patriot, Twitter, Rumble. That doesn't make you the church, the saints. You see, and in this day and time, I believe there is a lot of long suffering going on with the church and the saints. And understand, I'm not talking about the church in the world. I'm not talking about the religion that rests within the world, the church being a building. I'm speaking of spiritual. You see, so it's important for us not to be detaching ourselves to position to be recognized in the world. You see what I'm saying? The position that the Father called us in the body of Hamashiach, believe it or not, it's a private position. It's for the what? The body of Hamashiach. A lot of people don't know that. Let's say, for instance, if you were called to the body of Hamashiach to be a prayer warrior, he's not telling you to go out in the world and be the prayer warrior. He's not telling you get on this devil platform and be a prayer warrior. He's wanting you to connect with the body of Hamashiach. That's where the prayer warrior belongs. And like I have said to you all time after time, if we are in the body and there is the head, which is all power, and he holds the word, the power holds the word and the word holds the power, and he's over this body, we got to find ourselves in the body, not in the world. And that's where the long suffering come in for me, because what I'm seeing from the wilderness is, Father, wait a minute. They act like they owe this to the world. They need to be justified and clarified and identified to the world. And they don't understand all of these platforms belongs to the world. So they're out here trying to get something from the world, claiming that they are a part of the body of Hamashiach, which is the body of Christ. You see what I'm saying? So they're not. Remember, we were talking about being having a revival. What happened to the revival? Why you don't hear them that are in the light, you know, being recognized, or you don't hear no one spirit and truth. You don't hear anything that belongs to the body of Hamashiach, because those that are proclaiming to be the body of Hamashiach, these are people who have chosen position on their outer being, and they're detached to the world, saying they representing the Creator. But nothing that they are doing is detached to the Creator, none whatsoever. And they are so sold from their spirit to their flesh that they belong in the front of the line. They really do. These platforms have gotten people so out there to where they don't understand. Let me give you an example. There are several people, and this has happened many a time. And from what I'm seeing now, a lot of people are doing it now. A lot of people are doing it. There are people who showing you them killing their girlfriend, killing brother, killing their mother online, so the whole world can see what they're doing. Now, if this person is doing that online, the same person online is doing the same thing when they on this platform, giving 90% of their information to the world, and then 10% they get on here and win everyone over with the idea that I'm representing the Most High Yah. He gets 10%. He probably don't even get 10%. Yeah, let's give him 10% from them. Because if he got more than that, then you will see the light of what these people are doing, or you will hear the spirit and truth that's backing that light up. But what they're doing is they don't understand when someone like me come on the scene and say, stand down, you best bet. You don't know. That could be your last warning, is to stand down. And you got to stand down as a means of, wait a minute, maybe Yah is looking at me and he's keeping a close. Wait a minute, I should be worshiping him, or I should be expounding on his glory, his praise, or recognizing him. Let me tell y'all something. In your family, on your job, in your community, no matter where you go, you're supposed to be a light to the world. Meaning your light is supposed to shine. They're supposed to see you and see what you doing. That light is not the light to the world. It's to shine beyond the world. Why? Because the world is dark. Do y'all get it? See, it's not a light to go into the world and become the world. It's a light to show the world the brightness of what is righteous. But see, they don't get it. And it's not meant. And you guys, let me tell you, I'm learning as I live. I'm learning. And someone said something to me in a message, in a comment. It had something to do with, as we age, we learn. And that is, I'm a testimony to that, because I cannot tell y'all how much I have learned. I have learned so much. And it just seemed like he just constantly teaching me and revealing things to me and showing me what I missed. And I'm like saying, oh yeah, oh wow, because it brings more brightness to your understanding, because he is the understanding. But him constantly giving you dreams and vision and talking to you. And that's something else y'all didn't even understand about Sister Deborah. Deborah is a dreamer. Deborah sees visions. But on top of a dreamer and Deborah seeing visions, I might not be able to master the visions, but the dreams, I am an interpreter also of dreams. I can break that dream up and I can break that dream down. You see? So, but when it come down to visions, I can't, it's harder to break the visions down like I know how to do with the dreams. It's just strange to me, but I'm not bothered by it, because anything that the Father want me to know, or even you, he's going to come directly to you. He's going to come directly to you. And if he see you don't get it, he's going to break that thing down to you anyway. He's going to break it down to you his way, because if he brought it to you, he ain't bring it to you for you not to get. He brought it to you so you can get it. So he going to come, whether it comes, you get it or not, he's still going to come to see to it that you get what he wants you to get. This takes the power out of flesh and blood. It put the power back into he that holds all power and has the ability to give you what he want to give you himself. He don't need Deborah to give you nothing. He don't need nobody on your left and your right and then back of you. Just keep your eyes focused straight on to him who's in front of you, and believe that he is in front of you, leading and guiding you. That's what's important. The Father don't want me to get on this platform and be a prophetess in the wilderness teaching people how to sit up under me, how to like and subscribe to me. How many times have I told y'all in the 5 years I've been on here, share my video, like and subscribe? See, y'all never thought of that, have you? I'm not for that. I'm more tuned in to doing the best that I know how. In Yah. Am I perfect? I'm a long ways from it. A long ways from it. Do I do wrong? Yes. Am I perfect? I mean, do I sin? Yeah. I own that thing, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. I own that thing. I said, if people only know when I do wrong, I'm owning that bad boy. But what I've learned in my life is, I've explained it to someone yesterday and today. Now listen to what I'm saying, y'all. I know y'all gonna say this is crazy. In my life, I feel I would rather be wrong than to blame wrong on someone else. I know that sounds crazy, but let me break it down to you. I would rather be wrong than to blame wrong on someone else. Want me to tell y'all why? And I know this is crazy, but since I was a young girl, you know why? I always felt if I'm wrong, I know somebody that can clean me up and get me right, chastise me, beat me, and get me right. But I don't know if that person can have that same one. I know if I'm wrong, I know how to be corrected. You see? I know how to look within and work on me to get it right. But the world we in, you can't say that for others. You cannot say it. But because you can say it for you, you can do something with wrong. You can make it right. But that other individual, they might not know how to make wrong right. You get what I'm saying? So instead of it being them being wrong, if I take wrong, I know how to fix that thing. I know how to get wrong right. But them, they ain't gonna get it right. You see? So that's something maybe I have done. I ain't gonna say it like for a long time. I mean, a very long time, y'all. Since I was a teenager, I said, "Well, okay, I know I ain't wrong, but if I say I'm wrong, then I need to work on me in my wrong. Because see, I can work on me. I can get me right, but I can't get them right. So maybe I take the wrong and let them think the right. I know that's crazy, ain't it? But that's the type of person I am. And as time went on, I still believe somewhat that a lot of times, I can say something and I can blame myself for being so right in what I know that is right. But I figured, okay, they might not know what's right. So I blame me and they're going to be right. And I work on what they don't know. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. I know it's crazy. I told you I ain't got no sense. I told you that. I told you I came here with no sense. See, he knew I came down with no sense. That's why he gave me a lot of help. A lot of help in the spirit realm. Because he know I ain't got no sense. But I did that. That's a really, believe it or not, I have used that to move ahead in life. I have used it to move on. And I'm like sitting here saying, wait a minute. I said to the father, wait a minute, hold up. You gave me a vision with a match, a lit match, and thrown into the forest, and the whole forest is on fire. But wait a minute, Father, I'm on fire. Am I the forest? He said, no, you ain't the forest. But use the vision. You is who I gave the vision to. I give the person the vision. They got to feel that thing first before it go out. See, that's why I'll tell you, probably didn't understand what I was saying when I said prophets and prophetess, stand down. They are so far from what spirit and truth is. It is off the chain. It is off the chain. And the chain is off of them. Meaning they can buck wild. They just going out saying and doing anything. You see, the reality is this thing is so powerful, y'all. Even though it don't appear to be, it is. And that's all that's important to me. Because anytime you deal with the Most High, Yah, and that right hand, that's all power. It's powerful. So I'm like saying, okay, that vision, but seemed like I'm on fire. Father, wait a minute, hold up, Father, Yah. I'm on fire. He said, you are. I gave the vision to you. You are on fire. Didn't you see the match thrown into the forest? All right, then. Who was there with you to see it? Well, therefore, if you see it, you got to feel it. Now, once you feel that thing, then you'll see it. See it to be what it is. And I'm like saying, woo-wee, woo-wee, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. And the fire is not like a forest on fire. You see? But yet it is a fire of things that's going to happen. You see? And what I'm doing is I'm feeling it. I'm feeling I'm on fire. And I'm like saying, wait a minute. Last week, you told me about my son, Joseph, Quiet Storm, was having problems with his tooth. He was having problems with his tooth. So today, his fiance is texting me about Joseph going to an urgent hospital for his toothache. Why are you texting me? This Deborah, she ain't got no sense. Why ain't my son texting me? You know, I got a problem with that. I had a problem with that. Wait a minute. You called it, you texted me for him. Only two things. He in too much pain. Okay? Or he mad at me and he can't text me himself. So I use both of those. But what he did not know is when I text his fiance back and I said, baby, let me tell you something. Last Wednesday, the father in the kingdom had already told me my son had a toothache. Her word was, wow, Miss Brown, that's the day he had the pain. Why is all this happening? Why is it my son is out there going, he's in too much pain? And he got her texting me. With me, you his fiance, he got pain, you got pain. He got pain, you got pain. He ain't got no business up in no dentist office. I mean, no doctor or no hospital without you on his side. Once she texted me, I said, when I want you to let me know when he come out. She said, oh, Miss Brown, I'm at work. I don't get off till 5. And I said, well, why wasn't my son texting me himself? Oh, yeah, I was fierce. This sister girl was fierce. What is he doing? You know what this girl did? She emailed me. This sister emailed me. Let me show y'all something. Now, Sister Deborah already fierce. I want to show y'all something. She messed up now. This is her here. Telling me that Joseph told her to text me. Let me tell y'all why. I'm going to show y'all why. I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all can't see her texting me. Y'all can't see it. This is what she says. Joseph told me to let you know he is having his tooth pulled right now at the STL Urgent Dental Hospital. Oh, Miss Brown, I forgot to say good morning. And then she gave me the address and the phone number to the location. Woo! Father, y'all, hold me back, Father. Hold me back. Watch this, y'all. I'm going to show you all something. And it's going to make a lot of sense why I don't deal with Hebrew Israelite. I don't deal with the tribe of Judah at all in any way. If they can't hear me, they can't be heard. They can't be I say that if they don't hear me, what he say? He that hears you heareth me. Let's put it like that. He that hears you heareth me. He didn't say male or female. He that hear you heareth me. Now watch this. Oh, Father, help me, Father. I'm on fire, y'all. It's gonna make sense. Watch this here. No, he's mad because I checked him because he should have checked my daughter. She was disrespectful to me, like very disrespectful. And like I told him, I know where the seeds and what seed is seed. What seed is what? That's where y'all got me bent. I know I birthed you. I know I breastfed you. I know I homeschooled you. I know I took you everywhere you been. I know I bought you your first car. I know I filled out all y'all forms to go to college. I know I was there with every place you been. I know I got you your first job. I did all that in the name of the Most High Yah, giving me the strength to do so and the know-how. I know I did everybody taxes every year. I know I did all of that. Let me tell you, you have to know what seed you are. And he didn't say anything to her. He texted me and said, Mama, what I was saying to China when you were there is we should never disrespect you in any shape, form, or fashion. You are our parents. You all are our parents, and we should not disrespect you. I said, first, I have a problem with that, y'all. I have a real bad problem with that. Father, y'all, you know I got a problem with that. I have a serious problem with that. I'm tired of people talking about because you're my parent. We're supposed to honor you. We're supposed to respect you. No, 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 no. If you can't respect righteous, you ain't got no business respecting me. Parents don't come before righteous. Righteous stands alone and it stands. You don't respect me because I'm mother. You don't respect your father because he's father. I don't want that type of respect. Maybe your father do, but I don't. I don't want the respect because I'm mama. You gonna respect me because you can respect me while you stand before me, but disrespect me and say other things against me. Right here today. If any of you all took out the time and see how many in 2 weeks, how many sons killed their mothers, how many daughters killed their children. Don't. It ain't got nothing to do with you being mama. See, what has happened in the world, they have lost righteous. People have lost righteous. You see? And they thinking that it's an order we have to follow. Ain't no commandment gonna override righteous. They got the wrong one. So I was telling that to him, and he got mad. I believe that's why he got mad. That's why he didn't call to tell me. But did he have to? Wait a minute. Did he have to call and tell me that he was having a toothache and he needed my support? Did he have to call me? No, the Ruach HaKodesh did. Wednesday of last week, he came to me and said, Joseph's got a toothache and it's real bad. That's what the Ruach told me. So when his girlfriend come texting me today, I'm like saying to her, well, oh yeah, he's at the doctor's office now. Yeah. I said, oh, well, okay then. The spirit of the Most High Yah told me Wednesday that he had a toothache. She texted me back, Miss Brown, wow, that's the day he had. I know it. See, it ain't got nothing to do with mama. It's got to do with the spirit. Wanting the spirit of your mama. See, that's where they messed up at. Because you can disrespect me all you want in the flesh. But when you round up in the spirit, that's the one the Father gonna measure. I sent my prophet down there. Even if it was your daddy or your mama. Not only did you disrespect them in the flesh, but you disrespect my righteousness that rests within them. And that's what I do not like. I don't want to be respected as a mama and disrespected in righteous. Oh, no. A mother can take a hammer, hitting you to harm you. And whatever you got in your hand, whatever you do to keep her from killing you or harming you, you got to do it. You see what I'm saying? You got to do it. But by righteous, when righteous step in, and righteous going to tell you, you better defend yourself. You better hold her down. You better tackle her and put her in a position that she needs to be put in, or else she gonna hurt you. That's how righteous pull in. Righteous will pull in and tell you what to do right. That didn't happen to me, you all, but I'm just showing you. So I'm like saying to myself, righteous overrides who a person is in the flesh. You my mama in the flesh. But who are you in the spirit? That's what they really fear. They fear the fact. That's how I told you about my siblings. When they come around me, total respect. Total. If they gonna disrespect me, they gonna make sure they not way away from me. I'm telling you, they don't play with me. They know that I'm not the type of person that you play with. They already know that. So let me tell y'all something y'all do not know. And you about to be blessed, but it depends. What seed are you? Are you the serpent seed or Satan or the spiritual seed? Are you born of the spirit or are you born of the flesh? Are you of the darkness or are you of the light? I'm going to show y'all something. And the question is, did y'all know anything about this? And I know that you didn't. This is what we ride. This here, what I'm telling you. This is the place. Let me show it to y'all. This is the place that my son went to. In me, now watch this here. I'm trying to understand why is his fiance sending me this picture. Look at this, y'all. And watch this. Oh, come on. I went the wrong way. This is the facility. First and foremost, I wouldn't pick that place to send down one of my kids nor myself. Now, where he's going in is South County. South County have a lot of facilities. They have a lot of, not facilities, they have a lot of sundown towns. Okay? Sundown towns. I was told that. You see this facility. Now watch this here. There's another part. Now I'm going to show y'all something. And I'm going to show it to you. And I don't care what you do with it. You can do what you want with it. You can think what you want. You can feel what you want. But the truth of the matter, what I'm about to show you, is what I wasn't even forced. I had no other choice but to embrace it because the Ruach himself taught it to me. Now, here we go. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And the reason why I'm speaking of this is a part. Now, you're probably thinking, why is she showing me this? This is the dentist's office. You don't know what that little thing is right here on the counter here. Okay? There it go again. You can't see it, the red thing at the top, but you're going to see it pretty soon. You see what it says? He went there. Why? Wait a minute. Why is it this lady sending me this? Because my son told her to send it to me. That's just showing you where his spirit is at. While he might be mad at mama, his spirit is telling him, touch base with your mama. You see this here? Look on the screen up there on that little television at the dentist's office. You see that? It's red and white. Okay? You see it. Now watch this. Right here on the lady's shoulder, right here, is another pic. Now, over here where this lady's at, it's a little red thing. You see that thing on her uniform? Okay, you're going to get a chance to see it. This is supposed to be a patient that went there. I don't know why his mouth looking like that. This is online. You see what kind of people they serve, right? And Sister Deborah, you all can't see the pictures. To me, they look like maybe one of the low level of Europeans. I put it like that as far as financial. So watch this here, y'all. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You see that? You see that picture in the red? Okay. You see that? Who in the live chat can tell me what that is? Who in the live chat can tell me what that is? Who in the live chat can tell me what that is? There we go again. Who in the live chat can tell me what that is? So when she showed me that, guess what happened, y'all? I said to the Father, wait a minute. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. You know that match, Father, y'all? The force? I'm on fire, Father. I'm on fire. Once this is the logo, this is online as their business website. Y'all miss it. Anybody? Oh, what does that mean? Fleur de Lis. Kind of break it down. Crusade symbol. Yes, it's higher than demonic, y'all. It's the highest level on the whole face of the earth. Yes, it is demonic. But wait a minute. You mean you all know what that is? Wait a minute. Let's see if you know the same thing. Fleur de Lis. Crusade symbol. Yeah, thanks for breaking it down. Yes, that's part of it. Very good. So you knew a little bit, but let me take. I'm gonna take. Sister Deborah gonna take it deep for you. Okay. Very good. Very good. Do you know that is also the symbol that they branded the slaves with? I'm so glad. I'm so proud. That is wonderful. That is so wonderful. It is a brand. You know how they brand their animals? This is the brand they brand their slaves. But let me tell y'all what the Father taught me. So that is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Pull on up. But let me tell y'all. Let's see the whole world on this earth. The whole world is up under. The whole world is up under. Explain it to you. Y'all think it's something to mess with. It ain't nothing. It's something that I thought that when that awakening, you know how Judith said they are awakened now, they are awakened. These are sort of thing bothers me as a prophetess in the wilderness, because I'm like saying, but Father, why is it they don't know that? Oh. Do you know what? It's saying to my spirit that if they find out that we know and we put videos up regarding it and identifying that symbol, many melanated people will lose their lives. That's what it's saying to me now. I knew it was powerful, but we are in that day. It is a code. It is a code. But let me tell you, baby, it is a black slavery code. But guess what? It's bigger than that, said the Father. It's what rules the whole earth. When, like you, let's say, for instance, us, we'll say, oh, the Jews over there doing that, they from Europe, And they over here, they went to this land and they didn't claim this and they didn't claim this. But baby, guess what? This symbol is the power that rules them. You know how people talk about Illuminati's, KKK, skinheads, white supremacists? This same symbol is over all of them. This same symbol is over all the Jews, which are Europeans. But this symbol here is the power. It's Satan's symbol on the earth. It rules the four corners. No matter where you go on this earth, this symbol rules. That's why I said you are so right. That's perfect. Black slavery code. Yes, it is. Because they branded our bodies with that. Our bodies were branded with that code, with that symbol. But the power, and this now you'll understand it better as I go on, because you'll say, when okay, I see. Let me show it to y'all. There go one on the door. Okay. There they go. Got to get again. Now, you will wonder who will be sending these pictures to me like this. You sending me all these, and I got about 15 pictures? And I'm like saying to myself, baby, do you know what that picture represents? Y'all don't get it. I know y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand where I'm coming from. Y'all don't understand what I'm coming from in this whole thing. And maybe I shouldn't even mention it. My son, okay, is going to a dentist. He don't know what that symbol represents. Nobody knows. And I know you know, but us knowing means nothing when we are just a small percentage that knows. You see? This symbol is on the four corners. That means it's nowhere you can go and not see the power of that symbol, that symbol that I just showed you. Okay, let me see. Oh, yes, boy. You know it's in New Orleans. Yeah, I heard what was going on there. Oh, my. So you know the history of it. People get not knowing the history. Oh, wait a minute, baby. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, somebody get tattoos? Are you for real? Some people get tattoos. See, what Sister Deborah clowning, because I know the spiritual power behind it. You see what I'm saying? And I'm trying to figure out, wait a minute, hold up. He's saying some people get it as a tattoo. Do you think the heathens and the Gentiles, in a sense, the Europeans, are they aware of that? What it represents? They really don't, do they? Because let me tell you why I say that. I didn't think that the many of the Europeans, especially here in the United States and in many other places, I never would have thought that they are fully aware of it, what that represents. Wow. Y'all, it's deeper. It's deeper than what y'all think. It's deeper. Right? They think, oh, yes, because the guy that was explaining to me yesterday, he kept saying New Orleans. He said, but did you know that's somewhere where a lot of it was going on? So they think that it is a part of the pride local symbol. Are you for real? Let me tell y'all. Let me give you the part of what the Father taught me about that symbol. And Sister Deborah finna get deep, really deep. First and foremost, I had an issue with the symbol because I kept seeing it as a woman's vagina. Okay. And as you see the woman's vagina, it is representative of her clitoris. Okay. And this is the work of Satan. This is Satan's symbol. Okay. A lot of us look at Satan's symbol with horns. Okay. Red. A pitchfork. But the Father gives unto his the truth of the whole matter. That's why it's important that we have the Ruach of the Creator, because he's going to come and he's going to teach us spirit and truth. What does that mean? The truth of the whole matter. Sister Deborah ain't read no books, baby. Sister Deborah ain't read no books. And I would know just, or probably more, because they don't know the spiritual that allowed these things to be. You see what I'm saying? I was looking at it, when I was looking at it, and he was asking me, what do you see? I say, I would think it would be, Father, a woman, the lips of a woman, a private area. And if we consider that part coming up would be a child coming up out of her. And he told me I was so close. Satan is showing the world, that's his symbol. And he's ruling the world coming out of a woman. Like unto Genesis, he's so sick, he turned around and he connect things together like unto a what? A woman's seed. Mary being a woman to bring forth the Messiah. So he creates a woman private area. And if you really see it, it's coming up out of the lips. You see what I'm saying? So as the Spirit was teaching me, he was saying that Satan was mimicking what he understood about a woman, bringing forth the seed. So he took on this symbol. That's why this symbol, watch this, y'all. This symbol is upholding every college on the face of the earth. This symbol upholds every hospital on the face of the earth. This symbol, I ain't talking about it just in your state and in my state. In this whole world, this symbol carries the power. You go over in Italy, you will probably understand it better, because that's where the Roman Catholic has, they didn't hide it, but that's their base. And the Roman Catholic is those that represent Satan. You see? So when you see Starbucks, you see a woman, her legs spread up. You see what I'm saying? When you go to the colleges, you see a better looking symbol. You can tell that this symbol was just a design they went put up onto their let me show you. You know, I'm totally against what this phone is not letting me do now. Okay. This right here. When you get to the hospitals and you get to the colleges and you get to facilities that's mega, you might walk into their office. You might walk into their boardroom. This bad boy gonna be standing. I don't care where you go. So it's beyond slavery. And if we just lock it into slavery, then Satan's symbol has hidden all these years. And still, because when I hear our people say we're awakening, and then what I used to say to y'all, what are you awakening to? Stupidity? Because all of these things turns the light on to many things. I go to New York, Ripley, believe it or not. I walk into this big room and saw things and start crying. I did not know these things exist on the face of the earth. No, they couldn't kill people like that. All kind of things that they kill people with. Things I ain't never seen a day in my life. I don't even think my mind could even come up with something like that. And I'm in this room, Ripley, believe it or not, it's downtown New York. And I'm like saying, no. My son said, wow, mama, who could have did this? And I'm like looking in this room, and guess what I see? Big old sign, that same sign on the real nice old fashioned like a shelf with that big old sign on it. And that room with that big old sign I just showed y'all, it was on it. In that room were things you would say, I ain't never seen this a day in my life. And all that the room represented was how they murdered people back in the days. You see what I'm saying? So scary. And the moment I turned to seeing that symbol, I was like, I had to take a breath. And they have the audacity to be making money to show you what they're about. And the whole world comes to see it when they come to New York City. A sight to see. Because I wouldn't have never thought people would even have you talking about putting somebody on the tree and hanging them. If you saw what they had in this room, you'll say, who would be sick enough outside of Satan down in the lake of hell creating that? That's what I'm saying to y'all. That's how you would think taking a whip and beating a slave would be better than what Sister Deborah saw. The first thing I saw, after I saw it all, I turned this way and saw that big old sign. Father, what is this doing in New York? He said, Deborah, it's the power. It's a symbol that represents Satan's power on the earth. And then he began to tell me, did not I tell you he come down to deceive not one corner of the earth, not the middle part, not the south, not the west, not the east, not the north, Deborah. He come down to deceive the whole world. And if I allow him to come down to deceive the whole world, he got to have a right hand and a left hand man. And that is the Roman Catholic on both ends. And I believe that Iraq and Iran is their backup. I really do. America is the crutch for Israel and Jerusalem to protect them where they're at. That's what America is for. And America got to go down because you all don't believe how ugly America looks in the eyes of a creator. No one ever thought, well, wait a minute, why is he picking with America? Great old America, the land of the free. Because y'all see something that you reject to see. You reject. You don't want to see. You don't even want to accept because you figure, this is my land. This is where I was born. This is where I live. But yet on the other end, oh, they do this to us. They do that. They do this. And you still calling yourself awakened. This symbol was created by the dark of the darkness as they symbol in this whole world. You can go to Harvard. This symbol going to be on their facility all over the place. And what else? What's the other college? Harvard, Howard, all of them. They're going to have them. They rule. They don't care about these little black colleges. They ain't calling these little hick colleges in these communities. They carrying all the heavyweights, the hospital, the colleges. They the big ballers of the banks. You think those people over, because this is what I said. I said, Father, if they pretending to be the true Israelites, why ain't something being done to them first and foremost? See, that shows you why we run around here think it's all about us. Who's pretending to be us, y'all? Who is on the earth pretending to be us? Anybody know? Who's pretending? And that's what's sad. That's what's scary. It's that symbol is everywhere. You can look at a program on TV way over in Russia. That symbol is going to be there. That's how powerful Satan has become because we have given him the leeway. How did we give it? Because we turned away from everything he was doing. Everything he was doing. We call right wrong. We call light darkness. Everything that represents Yah, we turn. Yes, but you know what? When I was breaking it down, like I'm talking about now, to this one guy, he started pulling up all of these videos about the New Orleans, the saints in the New Orleans, New Orleans, and I'm like saying, and he said, look how the melanated people are proud to wear the symbol on their shirt, play on that team, and they don't even give a rat's behind about the history behind it. Do you see how? That's why I don't get caught up in all this, our history, and we the 12 disciples, and we the this, the Bible is saying this. We have to be able to hear what the Creator is saying, because his truth, his spirit and truth going to override what everybody else is saying. And when he was showing me the Saints football team, he said, look at them guys. They proud to wear it, not even understanding the history behind it. Now, let me ask y'all something. Why didn't the Hebrew Israelites stand on top of something like that? If the Saints football team represents dark history, why ain't nobody stand on top of it? Let me give you an example. You remember the Indians? They're still in court with a lawsuit to fight up against the team. What's that? What's the name of their team? What is the name of their team that's using the Indian logo? They're in court trying to fight it. But look at us. We out here rooting for the Saints. And the connection to the New Orleans, I heard it's off the chain regarding this symbol. You see where they said we are less than human? Because we act less than human. We don't comprehend nothing like a human's supposed to. We think that they are bothering us. Oh, they doing this to us. They doing this to us. Oh, they this and they that. But where are you in the spirit of he that runs it all? Where are you? They can't tell you. Now you got the history all over the world. Who's Judah and who's the house of Israel? But here you are in the United States, not even having the history of what a football team is doing and worried and proud too. And the reason why I say that, because the majority of them on that team are melanated men. You see what I'm saying? And no one recognized nothing. No one cares about. This is what Sister Deborah was telling y'all. Why would we sit and say, oh, no, Deborah, it ain't over. No, it ain't finished. It is over, y'all. It is finished. You see, there's so much that's clearly seen that Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6 says they reject. They reject. And what did he say you reject? Knowledge. What knowledge is that they rejected, Father, y'all? What knowledge, Father, y'all, they rejected? Spiritual knowledge, Deborah. So I tell you what, I'm the God of your forefathers. I'm going to reject you. That's what he said. See, because they want the natural, which is the heathens and Gentiles, these Europeans, teaching them, and they believe everything they say, everything they do, they are on one accord with them. Then they go on this side running their mouth. So in my mind, I'm like saying, my son girlfriend sending these pictures, this website, and these pictures, these websites. And I'm like looking, I'm saying, okay, Father, okay, I get it. Did y'all know I had to say to the Father, okay, I get it. I get it. Guess what I'm getting? That match thrown in that forest, and that forest is on fire. I'm on fire. Why? I know what this logo represents. And they got my baby in the seat up there. See how the devil picks at me? The only reason why I didn't tell that girl to send me that. Why are you sending me that? Because the devil knows my spirit is against that. Let me send her that. She ain't seen nothing yet. Let me send her that. See, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm feeling this thing he's talking about. And this feeling this thing and this fire in this forest, let me tell you what the fire in the forest represent. You too. It's not just going to feel it. You're going to experience it. You're going to live and die in issues that's taking place. I know we say, oh, when we cross that bridge, when we get to, oh, not me. I'm a prayer warrior. You pray your warrior up and down. I'm a prophetess in the wilderness. And like he said, you're going to feel that thing. And to you all, you will say, well, why you don't, that symbol and your son going to the dentist? Because the protocol always been, no matter where you go. Now that's him. Let's see, look here, y'all. Look who's calling me. Ain't talked to me in weeks. Look, that's the one. Let's see what he's talking about. I told y'all think this thing is a natural thing. This thing is a spiritual thing. Hello? Yeah, but where are you at? How are you feeling? Oh, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, then. This you gonna pull up on your job tonight? Okay, good. Okay. All right, then. That's what I was making sure. Yeah, but I want you to understand antibiotics you have to take according to what it says for it to, when it come down to a toothache or an infection in the tooth. If you miss a day or two, the infection is not going to clear up. Yeah, because I know China might have told you when she told me you was there. I told her that the father had already told me that you had a toothache last week. I told her that, the date and everything, because I had already knew it. That's what you call preparation for what's going to happen. And you didn't say anything, and I was just shocked. So I was like, okay. Yeah, please don't. Please don't. But as long as you keep taking them antibiotics, and I'm gonna swing one and have y'all to post it at the house. It's just one antibiotic that Bear has created, and it's a no-win winner. You take it 3 times. Anytime you take it, they said 3 times, you first go into a coma and then you die. But they are putting it out. It's an antibiotic. They putting it out anyway. So they're in the court now fighting it, but they still handing it to people. So I get with you on that. And I'll call you back. Okay, bye-bye. You know what he said? Oh, mama, thanks for the tip. You know what, y'all? I'm on fire. Ooh-wee. Come on, somebody say something good to me. Come on, say something good to me. He's telling me how good he feel. He feel much better. Thanks for the tip. I'm not your enemy, son. I'm your bestest friend you could ever have on the face of the earth. But if you make me your enemy, I can be your enemy. But it won't be me being it. It'll be you thinking I am. Okay? So where was I at? I forgot. Anybody pull up. You can, and I'm going to just go into what I was wanting to talk about. And I uploaded TikTok and Facebook something that's very important. I'm gonna upload it on YouTube, and I already see people responding. I'm like saying, okay, what seed? It was, what seed are you? So that symbol, y'all, from now on, now that you have seen this symbol, you're gonna find it in many places. This Starbucks is the same symbol, but it's put in a different way. You see a lady's a mermaid. They try to make you see, and her legs goes up. You see, you have to understand, and you notice how people drink Starbucks. You seen how Starbucks came out. You people stay away from Starbucks. Anything that everybody wants and anything that everybody said is so good, you got to stay away from it. You got to stay away from it. You see what I'm saying? So I say unto you all, Starbucks is one to stay away from. You have to stay away from Starbucks. Satan got a lot of places and a lot of things we can't go run in the front. You see what I'm saying? We can't be out here scared, and afraid of just living. That's one thing the Father wants us all to do, is make sure we live this life. Not this life, we live. Make sure we live. He got the life in control. We just got to live while the life is still within us. But let's rest into what is righteous, what is just, what is the will of the Father for me, for you. We did a lot of things in life. It ain't over, y'all. We can still have fun. We can still do things. We can still create things. We can still be things. We can do a lot of things. A lot of things. But first and foremost, put the things that represent the Most High Yah first and foremost. It amazed me when I could go places and strangers walk up to me and start talking. Instant, already trying their spirit out. But when they start talking about the love of my life, it's on. Another thing, I'm non-tolerant. You come to me and you start talking to me, I'm going to be a good hearer. But after you finish speaking, you're going to hear something you probably never heard before. Because now I'm hearing behind the individual just walking up to me. I don't know them. They don't know me. But you walking up to me saying things. And when you finish talking, I'm going to expound on what you said. Most of the time, it's a blessing. But it ain't the type of blessing to make you feel that, okay, she's saying something to make me feel good. No, it's the truth. I've had people to come up to me and say something, and I listen to them very attentive. But when they finish, when I speak to them, did you ever think what you put out is what you really receive? Have you ever thought about that? So if you had a different approach in the way you put out things, then maybe what you receive would be a little bit different. Now, you're speaking that you did this to this individual and you said this to this individual, but you were expecting a different response. But what did you put out? To expect such a good response when you put out what kind of response? Would you have wanted someone to say unto you what you said unto them? And expect what? I don't care who they are. I don't care if I don't have to know. I'm just a walking time bomb. Let me stop acting silly. Okay, let's get busy. The Most High Yah is in control. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is the question I say unto you. When I was reading John, the Gospel of John, and chapter 14 and verse 16 through 17. In the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 16 through 17, it reads, y'all, let me first and foremost say this here. The Roman Catholic has the grip of that symbol. It is their heart. That's who they are. That symbol belongs to them, the Roman Catholics. They're the one that's ruling the four corners. From now on, when you see that symbol, this is the thing about the symbol, y'all. The symbol, you can't deny it when you see it, but you're going to see some perfect than others. And then you're going to see exactly how they orchestrated this symbol and what it represents. Then you can put the pieces together, and when you see it, you say, oh, that's what Sister Deborah was saying. That's it. That's what they did. He wants you to think that something was birthed out of woman as his seed, as Christ, Yeshua, was birthed out of Mary. So did you see how long this existed? That symbol? That symbol, any place that holds that symbol, you shouldn't enter in. And that's what I didn't care about as far as his fiance sending me that, because it showed me that my son was in the area or at a place that represents this symbol. And that symbol also represents live or die. You know how many young boys that didn't come out of the children homes that the Roman Catholic was over? The orphanage. That's why they took all, y'all didn't know that, did you? They took over all the orphanage, the Roman Catholics. And that's why the fathers who were bothering all those boys, it was for them. So they won't have to go out and marry. Y'all didn't know that, did you? That's what it's always for. Same way. See, this stuff is deeper. That symbol is a symbol that since we were speaking about it, I said if the Hebrew Israelite would bring that symbol up, guess what? They would come after them big time. You think they come after them because they saying that they the true Jews? They won't come after them saying that because they can't win. Pull that symbol up and you see what happened. Let that Hebrew Israelite understand that symbol and pull that up. They'll be dead before tomorrow. You know why? Because that symbol is a key to many things, y'all. And throughout your life, even when you walk into one place, you're going to see that symbol. You're going to say, oh my God, all these years, this thing, they showing you the power. Who rules? He wants somebody to think that he birthed something. He didn't birth the Messiah out. That's what that symbol represents. And like I say, this one that's on here look like a cheap one, but the ones at the colleges and the big colleges here in the country, all over the world, hey, looks way different than that. Now, Charles is saying to me, well, Deborah, why is everything having that on it now? I said it always was. We were just too ignorant to understand what it was. We just didn't know. And that's why I say a lot of times when the Hebrew Israelite, I call it a Hebrew Israelite movement, or I call it a Hebrew Israelite cult, because they still haven't learned anything. They still haven't awakened up to really anything but their own self-understanding and belief of a newfound religion called the Hebrew Israelites. That's it. You see? And this one right here, Charles and I talked about it. That was my ex-husband. Him and I talked about it. And he has an issue because he said everywhere he goes, and I said, well, what are you worried about it for? It ain't going nowhere. You know how long this thing been here? I'm sure it was probably on a slave boat, carved into the slave ship. And I'm going to tell y'all something that a tribe of Judah guy was teaching. And I was so sad. It's sad for me because I think it's really sad. He said it, and I was like, Father, how is it that you taught me that in the wilderness? And how is it that Judah know nothing? And he's a tribe of Judah, but he's a pastor. But he was You know, he believed in the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. He believed in all of that, but he also was a pastor, and he goes up against a lot of things that the Hebrew Israelites are saying. And one thing he said yesterday, and it just threw me off. It just threw me all the way off. I was like, Father, how did he know? And how do they not know? How do he know? And they do not know. See, a lot of you all did not understand and do not understand that Africa is not your friend. Even though it wasn't called Africa back in the days. But that those people over there at that continent, on that continent, they didn't like you when it was Pharaoh's, when it was under Pharaoh. That's why you got your butt out. They didn't like you then. Africa, you're going to find, now you ain't going to find nothing out. You better hope that God give you some understanding in it. But he said what I already knew. And when he said it, I was like, hey, you mean to tell me he know? And the reason why I'm saying dag is because I feel that all of us should know. I know that might sound crazy, but we were, look at all our brothers went out there to do the history. They ain't gave us nothing. All they gave is a 12 tribe board and we the people. Nothing. And the 12 tribes, the other 11 tribes don't give a rest behind about you, Judith. When you see this country throw down, I mean, when you see the war, the civil war within, your 11 tribes is going to be on the European side, taking your life. You see, that's how, but you over here trying to uphold the 11 tribes when you don't have respect for your own tribe. How can you uphold another 11 tribes when you haven't even had respect for your own tribe itself, which is Judah? He didn't send me to the other 11 tribes. He sent me to Judah. I don't know nothing about, it ain't for me to be caught up in them. Whatever Yah has planned for them, he has planned. But the tribe in which I am in, that's what I need to focus on. And that's what it goes back to prophets and prophetess. Well, where are you at? And why are you over here in the world? Every prophet and prophetess that he had back in the days, he always dedicated them to people that he was trying to tell something to get right. He wasn't telling the world to get right. He know the world ain't going to get right. But he was telling them to go to the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. That's basically what he was doing. Until he sent someone to a king that was on one of his, which was still someone out of the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. See, that's another thing that a nation can't seem to let go, because if they let go of all these other 11 tribes and focus on their own tribe, they'll see something they never saw before. But they won't, because they think that they have awakened, and the part of the awaken was to awake the 11 tribes. Who told you that? Where are you gonna find that at in any of your books? Hey, Enoch, tell them. Hey, Jasper and all these other books, wake these people up. They ain't telling you nothing like that, are they? You see? Because they didn't lost their way totally. That symbol alone would tell many not to go to certain facilities that has that symbol. Now, honestly, if you really tell the truth of the whole matter, every place you go pretty much has it. But ain't nothing better than having wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in everything you go up in. Now, what I'm just telling you all about this symbol, now I have to take it over to Joseph and break that thing down to him. And after I break it down to him, he's going to say, well, Mama, every place that I've worked, I worked under this symbol, and I had no idea. You see? Because it's everywhere. Okay? But in the Gospel of John, chapter 14 and verse 16, And we're going to go to 17. In the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 16 and 17. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give, and he shall give you another comforter, that he might abide with you forever. So this comforter in which Yeshua said that would come to abide with you forever. That's a beautiful thing, y'all. That's actually letting you know when the comforter comes to abide with you. He's not coming part-time. He's not coming for a day or two, a week, a year, a month, or 10 years, 15. He's coming to abide with you forever. Now watch this here. Verse 17. Even the Spirit of truth. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. So do y'all understand why Sister Deborah sitting be talking about spirit and truth, spirit and truth? Teach these people spirit and truth, spirit and truth. I'm the one messed up from the floor up. I'm messed up. And this is going back to where I can be wrong. I can be wrong trying to make it right for somebody else. When they don't have spirit and truth, you can't make them know spirit and truth. You see what I'm saying? If they don't have it, they don't have it. So here it is. When the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. Now, wait a minute, Father, y'all. If the world can't receive spirit and truth, why is the prophets and the prophecies today giving your prophecy to the world? Does that make any sense? Anybody in the live chat, does that make any sense? Let's go again. The Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 17. This is Yeshua warning the disciples, not warning, but informing them how it and what it will be like when the Comforter comes and what the Comforter is coming with. First and foremost, it's letting y'all know once that Comforter comes, he's going to be with you forever. That's something to praise the Most High Yah regarding. Forever, Deborah? Like forever? Yes, forever. Now watch this here. The verse 17, the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 17, even the Spirit of truth. The Spirit of truth. So when you hear Sister Deborah saying that they're not teaching the people spirit and truth, they're not giving spirit and truth. You see the power in just spirit and truth that is not existing in this day and time. It's almost make you look like you abnormal because nobody's speaking it. The world ain't speaking it. And those who proclaiming that they're not in the world or of the world, they definitely not speaking it. And then he went on to tell you why. Whom the world cannot receive. That's the same thing Sister Deborah was explaining about prophets and prophetess stand down. Because you're speaking to a brick wall. They can't receive. They can't receive spirit and truth. And if you're out here teaching them the prophecies, are you giving it to them in what form? Spirit and truth. Why? Because the prophecy is in front of your eyes. It's in front of their eyes. It's in their face. What are you trying to give them? You're supposed to climb on top of the prophecy and give it to them in what? Spirit and truth. It's no way you should be on this platform trying to tell the world that the Father is coming for you. They already know that. That's why they're preparing to take care of you and to get rid of you. Furthermore, y'all don't even understand that China they got, I think it's 20 million. It can't be 200 million. 20 million China men locked up in a prison. They on their way here. Not the whole 20 million I heard, but a lot of them. These are gang members, hardcore gang members that they're sending here. They're already here. They just, it couldn't have been a couple of days ago that they arrived because I heard they had arrived. If you don't understand what's going on, why is it you just want to feel that thing? without having no understanding that it's present and it's coming. It's best to know what is before you and what is heading your way than to just pay attention to just me and mine. As long as me and mine. No. I tell my kids that when you begin to think that you is excluded for what the world is about to experience, the wrath of Yah, you's a lie, baby. No, you're not. So you can feel it now by embracing what the prophecy has said and feel that thing. And when it comes, you done already felt it. How did you feel it? Through belief. Through him that's greater in you. He let you feel what it's going to be like. So when it comes, you're good to go. So don't turn around and deny these things ain't going to happen. And if it's not happening, it is. And I think that's one of my problems. Yeah, that's a problem with me. Because I know I'm seeing these things. I know I'm feeling these things. I know these things are actually happening, you guys. But the thing that bothers me, and that's why it's a problem, I can't understand why ain't nobody seeing these things. Why ain't they feeling it? And then the Father said to me, just like he said here, verse 17, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. Deborah trying to get everybody to receive what she done received. Deborah trying to get everybody to know what Yah is giving to her. Deborah trying to get everybody to understand the match that's been lit and threw in the fire. Deborah trying to get everybody to understand you got to grip this thing in spirit and truth. Deborah want everybody to understand that the light, these things been here in this present before us for years. We are in that day that he's standing on top of it, letting you know it was always there. Now it's time that you feel that thing. You see what I'm saying? And feeling it don't mean that it's going to go up against you. Feeling it means respecting that it is the will of the Father. And that if it happened, it happened. And I'm feeling it out of the sorrow of what is yet to come. But when we sit and we try to make it look like it's going to happen to everybody except for us. I ain't never told y'all that. I ain't never tell you. I always tell y'all, I feel that thing. Sister Deborah tell you, I feel that thing. Only reason why I feel it is because when I go up in that wilderness and he began to teach me, and I'm like, oh, because I'm feeling it. I'm feeling what he said. I'm feeling what he means. I'm feeling what he doing. I'm feeling that thing. I'm feeling that power. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that prophecy. I ain't running around here making on this devil platform lying to people. I'm telling them out of my own spiritual feeling. Living, what I say, not a dead prophet, but a living one. So this is what he says in verse 17. The Gospel of John, chapter 14 and verse 17. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye knowing him. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Yeshua is telling us, Deborah, get in your lane. They ain't supposed to see it. They don't know him. This is all I was saying as far as prophets and prophetess. Stand your tails down. You as fake can wreck. That's sad. That's the last position anybody want to find themselves in the spiritual calling of the Father, if you are not called. He don't owe nothing to the world. All that grace and mercy he done poured out upon us, and he owed them something. Oh, was it 200 million? Oh no, I thought maybe it was 20 million. Don't say it. Don't tell me it's 200 million. Oh no. I don't know. That to me, that war in which Yeshua was privately speaking to the disciples one-on-one. Why was that private? Because it was only given to the appointed ones to know what the end day shall be. Wait a minute, Yeshua. Why are you on that mountain with just 12? Where's the multitude? Come on now. And where's the world? Ain't you gonna warn the world? He's on that mountaintop with the 12 because why is it that he only had 12? That's all the Father in the kingdom found fit that he had. See, we thinking Yah is chasing the multitude. We think he's chasing the world because we want the world to like and subscribe to us and to turn to us as if we some God. But we don't even understand that the narrow gate represents the way that leads not just to the light, but righteous to eternal life. So it's not important to get on these devil platforms proclaiming to be prophets and prophetess and winning flesh over. No. This thing is spirit. And what is it Yeshua is saying to them in John, the Gospel of John, chapter 14 and verse 17? Even the spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive. So should I get on this devil platform and tell the world that he's going to do this, he's going to do this? Oh, he's coming this way. He's coming this way. And because you did this, do you know those people already know? Right now, let's say, for instance, me. Just use me. I'm going to show you how sharp Satan has. I don't like to give Satan a lot of power because really, honestly, he don't have anything. But the seeds of Satan has won over for him the wicked world for him. Let me show you, for instance, me. You see me sitting here talking to you. I can get off of here right now, go into my bedroom, turn on the TV there, pull my phone up. They're saying what I'm thinking. You see how sharp they are? The world. They can pinpoint your thoughts. You see what I'm saying? Only way you got to defeat them is through the ruach of the Creator. If you walk your tail around here thinking you got the power and the authority to deal with this world in the way you think the world is rumbling, let me tell you, you really don't. You really don't. People don't understand even spirits. Those spirits are assigned to flesh. Let me explain something. And I know I shouldn't be telling you, but I'm at the point, I don't care. But let me finish this 17. And it says, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. You see what I'm telling y'all? You see what I'm telling you? The comforter. Even the what? Spirit and truth. Are they on the outside of you or in the inside? He's telling you he's going to be on the inside. So if he's on the inside, the comforter, spirit and truth, then who's in here? Huh? Can somebody answer that? Listen to what verse 17 is saying. Even the spirit, no, let's go back to 16. The Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 16. And I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. And watch this here, verse 17. Even the spirit of truth. Where is he going to abide at? You think he's going to abide in his flesh? He's in my spirit, child. Spirit and truth is in my spirit. Now watch this here. Whom the world can't receive. If they could, where would they receive it at? Anybody in the live chat? If the world could receive spirit and truth, where would they receive it at? Anybody in the live chat? Anybody? If the world could receive spirit and truth, where would they receive it at? Where would they receive it at? In the spirit, inner man. Not in their flesh, y'all. You see? Whom the world cannot receive. Why? Because they're not assigned the comforter. They're not assigned spirit and truth. So when Sister Deborah is out here talking about, and they ain't listening and they ain't teaching spirit and truth. Well, wait a minute, Deborah, get in your lane. Get over there in your lane. How do you expect them to know spirit and truth? Get in your lane. Don't worry about who on the left, who in the right, and who in the back. Get in your lane. It's all spirit and truth. You see what I'm saying? This is why the world can't receive it, because it seeth him not, neither know him. But ye know him, for he dwells with you and shall be in you. You see, this is where he's at. Spirit and truth is the word of Yah. It's not, this don't dwell in you, y'all. That's why the world is, that's why the Judith is messed up from the floor. Because he won't receive nothing under the guideline of knowledge, spiritual knowledge. He either want knowledge based on what he see with his naked eyes and his natural ears. He outside of that, he don't have nothing in him. But it tells you right here, they cannot receive it. So when Sister Deborah was talking and did those 2 videos about prophets and prophetess, this is where I'm saying, stand down. If you're not teaching spirit and truth, that's an identity of who the Ruach of the Creator is, that lives in us. And if you're not teaching what is greater in you and teaching you spirit and truth inside of you, you ain't got no business on this devil platform called yourself teaching the world. He said the world, what did he say? The world cannot receive because it seeth him not, nor know him. But ye know him. So what are we supposed to be doing as prophets? Seeking out the light. Those who have accepted Yeshua HaMashiach as the head of the church of the saints. Those are the ones you should be on this devil platform ministering to. Oh no! But if we minister to them, shoot, we ain't gonna get no likes. We ain't gonna get no subscribers. We ain't gonna get no praise, and we ain't gonna get no donation. Oh man, YouTube ain't gonna give us no check. You sure won't. You sure won't. The world loves his own. And because it loves his own, it's willing to give you a check to give them what you have to say. Even if you want to say it's in the name of the Most High Yah. And Yah, this Yeshua sitting here telling you, they ain't going to receive me. So what we need to be doing is going out with when we on this devil platform out here. Like I told you, he told me that I'm called to the tribe of Judah. Can I say something to the world? Yes. But if you think I'm going to waste my little old tail trying to convince the world to do something right in a million years, they ain't. You talk like a fool. I'll be like Jonah. Come get me, Father. I'm in the well. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life trying to tell the world. You want the world to know? Send him out there, Father. He ain't going to do it. He will be counteracting what his prophecy has already said. All the way up in Revelation. I'm up in Revelation 9. And I think it's in 19. It's in 20. And they still didn't repent. Well, what did you expect? You get what I'm saying? See, it's not that we don't know. We don't know who's who and what's what. So we don't have a hell to put no one in, nor a heaven. Let's get that right. Okay. But the gifts of the Spirit, one of them is to try the Spirit by the Spirit. I'm not going to get on this devil platform chasing no heathens and Gentiles. Try to get them to understand what this Bible is saying to them. Guess why? Like the man said earlier today, he said, and they wasn't lying. It was 3 melanated men. They say the white people know more about us than we know about ourselves. That's 100. Look at the saints wearing representing that logo. And they don't even know what the history behind it. And even if they do know the history behind it, they're gonna run for that dollar before they run for their rights as men in the field of their nature, of their nation. No, they don't care about. They don't give a rest behind about their nature, their nation. If they making that dollar, they don't care about getting 6 foot under, being in the lake of hell either. When that dollar's in front of them, but it tells you who they are. So here in the Gospel of John, Yeshua is actually saying that they cannot receive because they cannot receive because it seeth him not, neither know him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth within you and shall be in you. He dwelleth with you and shall be in you. See, that's why I keep telling you all, this is an inner thing, y'all. This is a spiritual thing. Kick soul to the curb, y'all. Kick soul to the curb. Soul ain't got nothing to do with nothing but to confuse you and confound. Everything he separated, flesh and spirit. All this soul stuff, if you want to stick with soul, stick with it. Mop yourself up with it. You're going to be lost with a cause and without one. Y'all deals with the twos, not a middleman. Even Yeshua have to stand down when the Father rise up. You see, you can't be the Father and the Son standing there at the same time. Y'all notice that? Because Yeshua have to take his place in his glory when the Father has to rise. He know his place. We should know ours. Okay. I was explaining to you all this one man, he was talking, he said, see, a lot of people don't understand when the battle come out to fight Israel, when we are in the promised land, you know, they're going to come out to fight Israel. Okay. A lot of them going to come out. He explained to this other guy, whatever his name is, but he was explaining to him that a lot of people don't know. And I said to myself, I've been knowing that, and they still ain't gonna know. It's going back to what the Gospel of John chapter 17 said. It ain't meant for them to know. And he said that Africa, some of the in the continent of Africa, some of them countries there, they're going to come to fight up against us in Israel. I already knew that. And that's why I'm trying to figure out why is people caught up in the 12 tribes. Look, you over here, people, this is what people don't understand. If there are 12, not if, it is 12 tribes, there are tribes of the house of Israel and the tribe of Judah over in the continent of Africa. No problem. That's where it's at. Let the Father do what he does best. Did not he tell you he's going to go to the four corners? Why do he need you to go? Why do he need your flesh to go over there? What you going to do when you get over there? So what are you doing over here? Why are you focusing on what's over in Africa when you need to be focusing on where you at? Because what you didn't understand, where you at is falling. It has fallen. It's going to have a war right here. While you over in Africa talking about Pan-Africa, those are people. Shut y'all ugly mouth. If y'all could only understand what Africa was doing to the majority of the tribe of Judah, waiting for the ships to come get them, who you think chained y'all tails down to the ship? Who do you think made it comfortable for the British and Iran them to put you on these ships and put you in chains? You know who did that? Africa. Chain your tail up and chain your tail down in order that they may get as many as they needed on them ships. Africa did that. And I'm saying Africa in a sense of Ham. While y'all running around here, people just still insist, Africa this, Africa this. Go back. That man wasn't telling that. That guy was shocked. He was shocked. That shows you these Hebrew Israelite men, they don't know nothing. They don't know spirit and truth. And that's what this said. In the Gospel of John, chapter 16 and 17, it ain't telling you your precepts, your line. Spirit and truth pull up. All your precepts have to sit out. Spirit and truth pull up. All your line here have to sit down. Spirit and truth pull up. All your little here and a little here got to sit down. See, what people don't understand, The ocean obeys the creator. The sun obeys the creator. The moon, the clouds, everything obey Yah, except for the flesh of the tribe of Judah and Israel. And these heathen and Gentiles, they sold off to the devil, so it don't matter with them outside of those who came down here. That's it. That's it. So when you get it, when you are a prophetess, your best bet, you best believe, you got to know what took place before the foundation of the world. If you say that you are a prophetess or a prophet, you have to understand what took place before the foundation of the world, so you can understand that heaven's got everybody locked in and locked out. He don't need you to warn nobody when he done warned everybody for millions of years. What do they say to him? When you want me to go warn them and tell them so they can get right? For what? It is written. The prophecies told you they ain't gonna get right. So what are you doing? You see what I'm saying? People do not want to hear what spirit and truth, and that's the Ruach. They don't want the Ruach of the creator. They want their own spirit to teach them. So I like that. I love that, because Yeshua was explaining to you and I that it's an inner thing. It's your spirit where he's going to abide with spirit and truth, where he's going to abide the comforter. See, all of this is all in you. So let's continue. Let's continue. In the Gospel of John, chapter 15, verse 26. In the Gospel of John, chapter 15, verse 26. But when the Comforter is come, whom I was sent unto you from the, from the, even the spirit, I must have spelled something wrong. Even the spirit of truth. See, he's telling you again, when the Comforter come, even the spirit of truth, y'all. So if you all would think that Sister Deborah is just talking and gotten you thinking that it's just going to be spirit and truth, and you don't know what spirit and truth, I'm going over all that, spirit and truth. You see how we've been walking in our precepts, in our line. We've been walking in our little here and a little there. We've been knocking line by line. Wait. All they got to bow down to spirit and truth is on the scene. You see what I'm saying? All they got to buckle up and buckle down, because spirit and truth is on the scene. And they don't want to hear that. Oh, she got spirit and truth. Oh, she got the comfort in. She got the true teacher. See, they know that. They know that. That's why they want to ride you over in Torah. Because they know in Torah the comforter wasn't there. The power was not there in Torah. The revealer, the teacher wasn't there. So they want to keep you, your own people, in Torah, so you won't see the way to the light. So in the Gospel of John, chapter 15 and verse 26, but when the Comforter is come, whom I will send unto you from it says, from even the spirit of truth. Watch this here. Which proceed from the Father. He shall testify of me. You see what he did? Did y'all see what Yeshua just did? He stood down and pulled up the Father. That's what he did. That's why I tell y'all, Yeshua did an excellent job. His whole job was wanting us to understand the Father. He wanted to direct us straight to the Father power, to the Father teacher, to the Father spirit and truth, to the Father revealing, to the Father comforter. He wanted us all to go in the direction to the Father. And look here, y'all, it's the Father. But we kept on, oh, no, it's about us. We the children, we the people, we the Jew. Wait a minute. You really think he created this whole world because you, Israel and Judah? That's where they got messed up at. That's where they lost the praising Yah, glorifying Yah, putting Yah on the highest, recognizing Yah, because they went into this here mindset. We the people, we the Jews, we the children, we Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They lost their way. Matter of fact, the way probably lost them because they was talking so stupid. Okay, so I like this here, what he said, and he shall testify of me. That's what Yeshua said. Who is that going to be testifying? He's going to be testifying of Yeshua in spirit and truth. And where is spirit and truth? proceed from the Father. He's coming to live in you. Okay, the question is, if he's coming to live in us, then who is this living on the outside of us? Huh? Somebody in the live chat, I know you got the answer. Who is this on the outside of us and all these other books? If, wait a minute, hold up. You sure? I got a question. Yeah, I got to go back to the wilderness with the Father. Because I'm like saying, Father, Yeshua warned them too. He said, Deborah, I told you, stay in your lane. Because they out of their lane. Because I never fixed them one. I never prepared them now. That's why they talk the way they talk. But you stay in your lane. This thing is spirit and you know it. That's what your lane is. Because if you really read the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 16 and 7, it's telling you this thing is spiritual. And that spiritual coming to rest in you. Watch this here. The Gospel of John, chapter 15 and 26. He's coming to tell you spirit and truth is of the Father. It proceeds from the Father and it's the comforter. And it's coming to do what? Live in you. Now we're in the Gospel of John, chapter 16 and verse 13. Let's pull up and see what he said. Howbeit when, the Gospel of John, chapter 16, verse 13. Howbeit when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth, y'all. For he shall not speak of himself, but whosoever he shall hear, that shall he speak. And he will show you things to come. Wait a minute, hold up. How he gonna do that? In us. How is he gonna guide me? How is he gonna guide me in spirit and truth? How is he gonna do that? And how is he gonna show me everything to come? That's prophesying, y'all. Things to come. That's prophesying. Who gonna do that? Who gonna do that? Who gonna do that? And where is he gonna do it at? So if he's all that and some in me, who is this, y'all? Come on now. Somebody needs to talk. Got your tongue tied now, ain't you? If he's gonna be a teacher in me, a comforter, show me things to come, lead and guide me, and teach me all things in spirit and truth, then who is all this? Should I get all the glory and the praise to this? Over he that's greater in me, that got all these abilities to give me what he want me to have to walk in this dark world, and I'm going to listen to the books over him? How could he be all that in me? Because he is the word. These are words in books. And this is what has happened. People have been won over by all these lost books and all these books. Now they got all these books about the books of the giants. Wait a minute. Why is it Yeshua didn't warn us in this day and time of these giants, these aliens? Why didn't the disciples? Why didn't y'all, when he come live in us? Why you didn't warn us, Father, y'all? Why you didn't tell us? You said you greater in us than he is in the world. Why ain't you telling us we're going to have giants? Oh, aliens coming to get us. Oh, fallen angels, they're still falling. Because we took on the world and have forsaken him that is spirit and truth. So he let the world give you what you needed because you reject what he had for you. So that's why he says, for the world cannot receive because it seeth him not, neither know him. That's why you can't receive it. I'm not getting on this devil platform. Yes, I'm a prophetess in the wilderness, but I ain't on this platform to tell the world what y'all already done told them for 1,000,000 years. Matter of fact, if the world can go into Revelation and pull out parts out of Revelation and make movies for years and making millions, thousands, millions of dollars. Let me say millions. And then you come and telling the world what Yah has already or have already told him. If there's a prophecy that is required to tell the world, you better climb on top of the prophecy. Because just to say the prophecy, Yah ain't sending you to say it. He already said it. What do he need you to repeat the prophecies? As if the prophecies are not fulfilling itself. See, the prophecies of the Most High Yah is going to pull up and pull out. It's going to reveal itself. And what you as a prophetess, if he's sending you to the world, you're going to climb on top of that bad boy. You see? And what happens when you climb on top? The people begin to fear. But when you just giving them the prophecies and giving them what you're seeing in the news and what you're studying out of the Bible, and you're putting it all together as a warning from Yah, no, that ain't gonna get it. Because then this here old hen pull up. This old hen pull up and say, wait a minute, hold up. If it were so, if it were so, it will fool Sister Deborah. But it ain't so. So that's why I was saying what I was saying about prophets and prophetess. Pull y'all tail down. Check yourself. If you're going to serve the world, but stop using it as something y'all setting you up to do. Just tell the world, I love y'all subscribers. I love your praise. I love your likes. I love your praise. You give me so much glory. I love your support. And furthermore, I love the check that I received after giving you all this. So I'm receiving my rewards on the earth. You see what I'm saying? Stop trying to use. So many people are trying to use the Father. But he said that they would. Using him. So, what is it saying? In the Gospel of John, chapter 16 and verse 13. The Gospel of John, chapter 16, verse 13. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you. There go one. Into all truth. Wait a minute. Hold up, Father. Wait a minute. Hold up. You mean to tell me the Spirit of truth is going to guide me into what? All truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whosoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. Prophesy. See, this is why when I'm saying spirit and truth, there's some power behind it, y'all. I'm not just saying something because I ain't got nothing better to do. I'm telling y'all, behind spirit and truth, there's power. And I told y'all 2 years ago, they can get me in the natural, but you run up on me in the spirit realm, you're going to get messed up. Because when I come on that end, I'm coming on an end that I'm fully aware of. And you ain't gonna be able to use your precept, your line, your little here, your little there, your Enoch, your Jasper, your any other book. Because spirit and truth don't need none of it. It's within me. It's greater in me than your books that you have on the outside of you. Study. And if you can't see that spirit and truth overrides every book on the face of the earth, you sick. Because you thinking you're a part of who Yah is, and you think the book is what's getting you closer to the Father. And the Father said, how close can I get if I'm living in you? Giving you these things my prophet is telling you. Can I get in there closer? How close can I get? I'm telling you, I'm coming to live and abide in you, to be your comforter, to be spirit and truth to you and in you, to guide you, to show you things to come, to teach you all things, not some. And then you mean to tell me my prophecy is telling you that? The book in which you study telling you all of this, what my prophet is saying, she's using my word. Come on now. But yet, you got to go to the book and find the precepts and the line and a little here. That's when people has won over people for so many years. That's how you think the Catholic got as big as they got, as far as saying that they represent Yah. How do you think the Christians got as far as they got, being the number one that represent, based on them saying they represent who? The same one that I represent. So why is Sister Deborah down here and they way above the world? Think about it. That gate gonna still be narrow. How about that? How about that? Okay. So when you get to John, 1 John, when I get to 1 John chapter 4 and verse 13, when I get to 1 John chapter 4, verse 13, and it reads, hereby know we that we dwell, wait a minute, hereby know we that we dwell in him and he in us. First John chapter 4, verse 13. Hereby know we that we dwell in him and he in us, because he has given us of his spirit. Why are we denying that? Somebody, I'd sure like to know, why do we deny that? Why do we deny that? You know why you deny it? Because you want what you see to believe. That's why when you on this devil platform searching all these teachers, you want somebody to see so I can believe. You need King James 16:11. You need the King James Bible. Oh, you need Enoch and Jasper. Wait a minute. How can they override he that is in you? Can somebody tell me that in the live chat? How is it that greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world? He's the true teacher. When you take your butt to your job and you first get hired, first thing they're going to give you is a book. Employees book. You go to college, they're going to give you books. You go to high school, they're going to give you books. You go to elementary, they're going to give you books. You go anywhere in the world, they're going to give you a book. Well, the Father left this book as a study guide. But this book can't exceed him. This book ain't going to give you no power. This book ain't going to give you no glory. This book ain't going to give you no anointing. And man hands been in and out of it. Come on now. This is a part of believing what you cannot see. But yet, it's something in you that gives you the power to believe. That's the 4 brands. We just got to talk about that symbol. That was a brand. They branded the, I think they said it was in the shoulders. I think it was. I don't know if it was here or in the shoulder. He said that they branded the slave. But Yah, he placed his 4 brand on his before he even shut him down. So what this book ain't gonna outride it. This book is not heaven and hell, y'all. And none of the other books that they got. It's not heaven and hell. This book cannot send you to hell, and it cannot send you to heaven. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, have some sense to understand this book is not the word. It is the words. Once you pull up with that Ruach, he will teach you these things. And let you know, wait a minute. To me, or you gonna listen to them in this? I'm spirit and truth. Do you know what that means? How about that? How about that? I'm spirit and truth. That's what he say. I'm spirit and truth. Have you not read, or have you ever read? I'm spirit and truth. And Yeshua is sitting here telling you in all these verses. And here in John, 1 John chapter 4 and verse 13, it's telling you that he dwells in you. Wait a minute, hold up. The Bible ain't in you. Enoch book ain't in you. Jasper and all the other books that's lost and found, they're not in you. So who is this in you that dwells in you? that teaches you all things. Who is this that dwells in me, that guide me to all truth? Wait a minute, Father, y'all. Something in me guiding me to all truth? You gotta be kidding me, Father, y'all. Wait a minute. There's something in me that comforts me. Wait a minute, Father, y'all. There's something in me called spirit and truth. You mean there's something in me that shows me things to come? Who is this? Who is this great one that's in me? See what I'm saying? We messed up from the floor from a long time ago, y'all. This stuff started way back. And that's why I tell y'all, half the time I be sad. I feel sad for the Creator. Not that he don't know that this is the mindset from the foundation of the world, because he do. And I'm glad he do know. Okay? So when you get to Romans, and he's sitting here telling you the Spirit dwells in you. So how is someone on the outside of you telling you and overriding the Spirit that dwells in you? Do that make any sense? That's why I tell y'all I can't afford to go to the left and to the right. Listen to all these, because it don't make sense. Just like that man was telling this other guy, which he thought he was teaching the man something, that Africa is going to pull up with Mega to fight when they go come up to Israel. But they ain't coming up. They coming up because they don't like the idea that Israel is up there. Israel and Judah is up there. And they going to come out to try the battlefield. But they come to the battlefield, baby. They going to come to the battlefield. They going to get bumped off at the battlefield. Y'all got a battlefield waiting for them. They ain't going to come near the Mount Zion. Nah, ain't nowhere near them. He going to even tell them, hey, pull up with hey, birds, y'all get on down here, eat you some flesh up. Get them on out of here. You see? So Africa going to be the continent, different cities, towns or country, whatever you want to call it in Africa, going emerge with them. Y'all really think Africa is to me, as a little bitty girl, that continent, that place, I never felt Africa. Now, what y'all keep messing up from the floor up is this. He said he's going to the four corners. Why do we think it's over in Africa? Why do we think the four corners is Africa? No, the four corners is Africa's consist, is added into it, but it is not. I don't get it. People never realize what all Africa did to Israel and Judah. That's why I always tell y'all Judah got some mental issues. Mental issues. He can't even get his mental state of mind together to even come together and realize that you was the one that all the other 12 tribes supposed to look. And you ain't done nothing and they haven't either. So what are you trying to gain by putting 12 tribes together? You ain't even got your own tribe together. Do that make any sense? Romans chapter 8 and verse 4. In Romans chapter 8 and verse 4, it reads, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us. See how they beating y'all in the head, telling y'all about the law? The only reason why they did that because they didn't know it was two laws. The law of the flesh and the law of the spirit. That's something they didn't know. Because the one that upholds the law of the spirit rules the law of the flesh. Ooh-wee, Father, you know you bad. You know you bad. He that is the law of the spirit, and there's the law of the flesh. But he want me to let you know, the law of the flesh is still ruled by he that is the law of the spirit. So it says in Romans chapter 8 and verse 4 that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. But where did it say? Where it's going to be fulfilled at? If it says in us, It's not only out of us. That means it's in our spirit, child. It's in our spirit. The law of God is in our spirit. And this is something they never knew because the heathen forgot to teach them. The Gentiles and heathens forgot to teach them and write it down so they can understand. That's how Judah is to me. They don't understand nothing until the heathens hand it to them. Look at Enoch. Look at all them other lost books. Until the heathen handed it to them, said, y'all, since you say you're awakened, here, grab all these books, y'all. Grab all these books. Didn't understand the same heathen that smeared the King James Bible, 1611, and smeared and put in and wiped up. Is the same one handing you the same books you're trying to read. And now the Hebrew Israelite men, they done went to all kind of books. They all over the place now. They getting picking every heathen book they can find. Every heathen book they can find to justify everything. You see how you never follow behind a religion. And the Hebrew Israelite movement is a religion that they didn't cranked up of their own. And now the most of them has gone away, far out, away from any spirit and truth. Far away. They going into the science and, well, the stars have the power over the world and all. Oh, y'all, they can go deep. Y'all don't know it, but they have. So I like the idea it's telling you that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in you, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. Letting you know, he ain't talking about the flesh having the righteousness or being fulfilled with the righteous of the law. He ain't talking about the flesh. He's talking about the spirit. That's what he's talking about. So when he get to John, when he get to the Gospel of John chapter 4 and verse, this is the last verse. This is the last one. When he get to the Gospel of John chapter 4 and verse 23 and 24. And what I'm talking about is trying to bring you with another, the spiritual mindset. And this is what we have forsaken. You all have heard when he said in Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6, my people perish. And my question in the wilderness to him, wait a minute, I got a question. He said, what is it, Deborah? I said, well, why? Wait a minute, you calling them your people? Who is these people you calling your people? Are these the house of Israel and tribe of Judah? He said, yeah, Deborah, they perish. But wait a minute. Another question, Father Yah. You said they perish. Do that mean they die? He said, yes, Deborah. What do you think? I said, perish me, that's it? Yes, Deborah, that's it. Well, why are they, you calling them your children? You calling them your people, but then you saying they perishing. What's going on? What is it going on? Your people, but they perishing. Your people, but they perishing. And then it says due to lack of knowledge. See that knowledge, there's two knowledge. There's a knowledge in the flesh and there's a knowledge in the spirit. They're not dying and perishing due to the knowledge in the flesh. They're dying and perishing due to the knowledge in the spirit. And I'm like, but you call them your people, Deborah. And they perishing too. And I said it. And I said, but so the knowledge in the spirit, they rejected it? Yes, they reject it. And because they reject it, I, myself, shall reject not only them, but their children, generation through generation. You see what I'm saying? What is he saying? He's saying that his people, that he chose as his people, they prefer the knowledge of books, the knowledge of the flesh understanding. They prefer the knowledge of the wisdom of the flesh. They prefer understanding of the flesh. So when they get into all these books, along with Enoch and all of them, they can only see it in the realm of their understanding in the flesh. But when I try to pull up to them with the spirit and truth, they reject. So what he's saying is the knowledge is spirit too, but they reject it. So when they reject my spirit, they reject me. and I reject them. You get it, y'all? See, a lot of people they can't break that down to you like that because they're so busy teaching you out of their flesh. Out of their flesh, what? Wisdom. Out of their flesh what? Knowledge. Out of their flesh, what? Understanding. To where he pulled up and say, wait a minute, Deborah, they perish due to lack of knowledge. I said, wait a minute, hold up, Father, y'all. What kind of knowledge is this they lacking? That they gonna die? Deborah, that's what it means. See, I have to be silly because I am. But I ask these questions because I'm like trying to figure out, well, what you call them your people? You know, it's confusing to me, but it makes sense because they're his people that he has called his people. That means on the flesh, but in the spirit, they are different. That's why he said they reject the knowledge of the spirit. So he poured it up with the knowledge again. He said, in the end days, knowledge shall increase. So what is he talking about? Spiritual knowledge is going to increase. You see what I'm saying? It's that same knowledge that they reject. He said they reject in Hosea. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, we are continuing to reject the things that are spiritual. So when Sister Deborah pulled up on you in spirit and truth, you better check that thing. You better check that thing. Wait a minute, what that sister talking about? You see what I'm saying? Because that's what he's saying that's going to increase in the end days. He's going to allow his spirit and truth to be the speaker. Okay, so when we get to when we get to the Gospel of John, chapter 4, verse 23 through 24, it says, but the hour cometh, and now is. Why is the hour coming? And now is. What is he meaning? He's on the scene. So that hour that's coming is like unto now is, because he reside. This is Yeshua. Watch what he said. When the true worshipers shall worship the Father. See, he letting you know. I love that. You see how he took it away from him? He said, the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. In spirit and in truth. You think we can worship him with this? Come on now, talk to me. Pull out all y'all lost books. Tell me, can you worship the Most High Yah in it? None of these books can redeem you, save you. None of these books can do anything from you. They are study guides. But the Ruach of the Creator, when he pull up, he pulling up with spirit and truth. That bad boy gonna teach you all things. It's gonna comfort you. It's gonna guide you. It's gonna lead you. It's gonna reveal things to you. That's prophesying. And it's gonna show you the things that's coming during the prophecy. So you tell me, what prophet do he need? You get what I'm saying? That he needs a prophet to come tell the world he's going to do this to you. He don't need you to tell him that. He needs you to climb on top of the prophecy itself. Because once you climb on top of the prophecy, you bring in power, y'all. You bring that fear, that power of what the prophecy said that shall come to pass. See, a lot of people don't get that. They don't understand that. And it's, what did it tell us? It's because they're not of him. That's why. So here in Gospel of John, chapter 4, verse 23 and 24, it says, but for the hour cometh and is now, because he is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship. What do you mean by that? This is the only way he wanted. Seek it. Wait a minute. He seek it. You seek it only those who worship you in what? Spirit and truth. You see where I'm saying and see where I'm coming from when I be talking about spirit and truth? And that's where I be trying to get y'all to understand. People who are not teaching spirit and truth, he's not coming from that end. You see? People can take every scripture in this book and every book lost and found, and they can make it make sense to the flesh, to the flesh. But then when that one pull up, if it was so, if it were so, it will fool the elect, meaning it can't be so that my elect be fooled. Because these are our study guides, y'all. That's that one that was said, study to show thyself. That's what these books are for. That's what these books are for. Waiting. They waiting for what? The Ruach to take over. And that's why people don't know nothing. That's why people don't have the understanding. And we in the end days of the DAY. And y'all ain't coming back to give you nothing. He said the mystery is given to my servants, the prophets. And he's not just talking about the prophets of yesterday, because they ain't looked into what this sister have seen. So they can't be telling you the mystery. And from A to Z. He's speaking of the prophet of yesterday and today. They supposed to hand the baton, and we supposed to pick it up as the Spirit of Yah lead us. And a lot of it is the mystery. He said time is over. Didn't he tell y'all that they're going to change time and season? Why? Because he said it's over for me. It's over. Deborah, so why would he turn time and season over to the hand of the wicked? Why? Why are you going to do that, Father, y'all? Because I am finished. That's why. You know, everything is in my control. You see what I'm saying, y'all? He's pulling up with Revelation. We down here in Torah swimming. We down here in Torah trying to live Torah, and he all up in Revelation. You can't put them together, y'all. You can't put Torah with what is happening in Revelation. You can't. You can't. That was a scapegoat to be able to win people over, to make you think they knew something that you didn't, because they were taught up in Torah. See, and they keep using that. So I like what he said. The Father in John chapter 4, verse 23 through 24. 23 said, in the Spirit and in truth, for the Father seeketh such to worship him. That means he's telling y'all, you can't go pull up with this book thinking you can worship him. Do y'all not see that? Y'all don't get it? It's telling you in the Gospel of John, chapter 4, verse 23. But the hour cometh, and the hour is now, when the true worshiper shall worship the Father. Who is the Father? The Creator. How are you going to worship him? In spirit and in truth. But watch this here. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. He's sure telling you. That's the only way he seek you to worship him. In spirit and truth. So all these times I'm telling y'all, spirit and truth, spirit and truth. These people ain't even reaching. They not even pulling up to spirit. That's how far from spirit they are. He's telling you. He's seeking. Yeshua telling you that's the only route the Father's seeking. You think he called up in Enoch? Fallen angels and giants, and you ain't even learned to seek the Father Yah. Verse 24, this is the last verse. Yah is a spirit. The Gospel of John chapter 4 and verse 24. Yah is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and truth. That's it. That's it for me. Yeshua say you must worship him in spirit and truth. So do we worship? This is what they got y'all messed up in. This book here. I will never tell you to move away from it, because when the true teacher comes, he's going to bring you up in this book, and he's going to bring you out. He's going to take you in, and he's going to pull you out. This is what you were supposed to study, to show yourself approved. It didn't say show him, and it didn't say show nobody else. He says study to show yourself approved, almost letting you know pretty soon when the Ruach comes, It's going to teach you how to rightly divide what is spirit and what is truth. They never got it. It's we are in that day, 2024, and lost as they were before they even headed over here. When they was in the promised land, they was lost in. That's why they didn't continue all the things that they had and that they came up in, and they got over here because they wasn't right where they was at. So it was easy for them to forget and forsake everything that they were given by the Most High Yah when they was in the promised land. And that's why you got left with nothing. That's why you got left with not knowing how to worship the Most High Yah. That's why you didn't know Yah was his, Yahuwah was his name. That's why you didn't know anything, because your father didn't leave you nothing. And you're blaming everybody else. Had he left you something, it would have been all right with the Most High Yah. Why? He had you in the land of your captives. So learn or have something. But your forefathers didn't leave you nothing. Those that came on the ship, those that's been through it within the 400 years, they didn't learn nothing the first year, second, third. Here it is, the fourth. We out of the fourth 400 years, and you still don't know no more than you did when you came over. Going back to what the Father was telling me, Deborah, they were like that in the promised land. See, when we were on the ship, let me tell y'all something. You see how we brag about we the true Jews, we the children, we the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob would have never did the Most High Yah like we have done here. No way. They wouldn't have never done the Most High like we have. But we quick to grab them. Why? That's our scapegoat for never learning anything, even to today. Not being able to know spirit and truth, not even desiring to know what is righteous, not even desiring to know what is spirit and truth, Deborah. What is the light? No, don't even care. Just walking and talking and precepting and lying and little here and a little there. And I know this and I know that. Or I'm a pastor, a leader, a ruler, a king. And nothing in your spirit is invested in Yah or Yah in you. That's sad, y'all. But it keep rolling. Anybody have any question in the live chat before Sister Deborah escape? Anybody? We got 3 minutes. If anybody have any questions. It's a sad day. It's going to be a sad tomorrow. But guess what? I'm going to be lit up. I'm already on fire. Because I got to talk to my son once I get off this live. And I wonder what is he going to say? Yeah, it's deeper than what it appeared to be. It's just, but you know what, y'all, I look at the ideal of I have these 6 adult children. And I keep saying to the Father, will I be able to stand? Only thing I think is how sad they would be if anything happened to me. They would be sad. But because of who their father is, they'll get over it quick. Real quick. I learned something, y'all, this week. I learned that there are people who don't have any sympathy. They don't have any emotions, any feelings outside of their feelings, their emotions, and their sympathy toward them. You see what I'm saying? I think I raised 6 kids, and I know for a fact 100, I raised them better than 99.9. I know for a fact. First and foremost, I raised them in the fear of Yah. The fear of Yah. You see? And I sit back and I think, and I uploaded it on YouTube. I uploaded it on TikTok and Facebook. I can't wait to hear what the people are saying, but I'm going to upload it on YouTube too. Understanding Genesis 3:15 was such a great gift to me, because it kind of brings this comfort to you to know that choices that people make is not your fault. Okay. And it's not really something you should apply to yourself, even though you feeling it. You know, you shouldn't have to apply it to yourself because they made the choice. And even if you do the best that you know how, You got to give yourself credit for that. Um, I think about, I always wanted to go to the Olympics. I wanted to run track. I wanted to go to the Olympics. Um, it's just a lot of talent I always had, and I wanted to do so many things. Um, and I end up wanting to be a mother more than anything. When it all panned out as I got, older, not older, but as I grew up to be a woman and everything, I decided to be a mother more than anything. And I realized that being a mother, you can give all your life to your children, all of it, all of your life. I mean, all of it, to make sure they have a good life themselves. And I know y'all ever heard of that song where it says, when you look back over your life and you think things over. When I've looked back over my life several times, too many times, and I think about my whole life was given to my children. My whole living, let me say my whole living was given to my children. I didn't want nothing for nothing but the best for them. I made sure I put them in all type of activities, and I was that parent that always up at the school, always getting involved. And I just look back over my life and said 6 kids, and not now one of them seemed grateful to the fact that, wait a minute, that lady gave us all her life wanting the best for us, and she never asked for anything in return. Never did. I never was a type of person that looked for anything. And I tell you one thing, my mother probably would be able to say if she had to speak at my funeral, Booby ain't never wanted nobody to do or give her anything. And it's not because I had everything. I was created to give. And when you are created to give, it's in you. And what else is in you if you're created to give? Because you're flesh, it gets hard to even be an individual to receive. That takes a lot of work from the Most High Yah, because what sets in is pride. You're so used to giving, 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 giving. Now, when let's set an example. I don't know if y'all had, I ain't never heard of this in my life. Y'all probably have heard of it. I ain't never heard of it. Where is it at? Jonah, my son named Jonah. Now see, and I'm gonna show you what he did, y'all. Let me show y'all what he did, and that's it. I'm gonna show y'all what Jonah did. Jonah is a 25-year-old. I think Jonah's 25. He's in Colorado at the ski resort, place I didn't want him to go. Why? That same symbol. That same symbol owns that place. So I was against him going and everything. I despise, and that's the problem I was telling y'all. When you have children and the Father have given you these children, just because He's giving you these children, don't mean they are the seed of the Spirit, you guys. A lot of people think their kids are angels from heaven. No. Now Jonah, because the way Jonah works with me, and when I say works with me, he works very hard trying to make me happy, to make me please. But when he get into travel and working for these fake oohs, it just burns me up, because to me it's like a spirit going up against me. That's how I feel. This is what Jonah did. Jonah sent something that I know y'all probably have heard of it, but I had never heard of it. So in my mind, I was like, why is he sending me this? And at first it was very confusing, but then the Spirit has told me taught me how to deal with Jonah. Because I was like, why is this kid sending this stuff to me? I don't know nothing about this. And what Jonah does is he do some strange stuff. And one thing he do not like is to give me anything Ooh-wee, that devil, no, he's a liar. Let me show it to you. Let me see. I bet now watch when I show this to y'all. Y'all gonna say the same thing I said. Have y'all ever heard of this? Wait a minute, let me pull it up. Have y'all ever heard of this? Have y'all ever heard of that PREZZEE? Have y'all ever heard of that? It's an app. Have you all ever heard of that? Anybody in the live chat, or is everybody awake or asleep? Okay. Anybody in the live chat, have you ever heard of that? Have y'all ever heard of that? Let me show it to you. Here it is. It's PREZZEE. It's got all the stores. All the stores. Have y'all ever heard of it? You never heard of it. Okay. Anybody else? None of you all? No one? Y'all just say if you heard of it or not. You can't say that? Gosh, it's so hard to get you all to respond to anything. That's sad. You see those? You never heard of it? Why did you? When I'm gonna go and give the testimony. I just gonna the thing I'm dealing with. I was dealing with. Jonah sent me this, and I'm asking him, "Why are you sending me this? What is this here?" He sent it four gift cards, and what it is, it's a company, and you get gift card in any store you go to. If you go to any store, Best Buy or any place, you could turn those gift cards into any store and use it at any store. Any store, y'all. He gave me 4 of those cards, $100 on each card. And you hit it and you flip it to what store you want to go into to buy something. Anybody in the live chat would y'all imagine why this kid did this? He's a man now, though, but I'm just saying he just did this 3 days ago. Let me tell y'all why. Why would a son do that? And then I get to the store to try to use it, and you can't use it because you got to flip it over to the name of the store that you want to buy. Then you got to flip the barcode number. It was just a mess, ain't it? And the store said, "We don't know what you talking about. We don't know what that name is." They didn't know about it either. No store knew about it. But when I converted over to their store and end up with a barcode number, they knew. They knew that, but they didn't know it was a company. They didn't even know. No store knew anything about this. So why would a son we're letting you teach and read. Why would a son send something like that? Let me explain to you why. This is since he was 16 that he saw me never buying myself nothing. This young man saw me take in strangers. He saw me give. If I wasn't doing for those that are in the household, he saw me give. So he felt he's going to make it so hard for me to be able to give those cards on my phone away. So that's why he did it. That's why he did it. He's so used to me giving everything I get. So he said, I fixed that. He did that once. You know what? One time, he gave me $500 to a shoe store. And he know that I am not going to buy no shoes at that high price store. He said, the only reason why I gave it to you is to keep you from buying somebody else. I said, I go to the store and buy everybody else some shoes. So this is what he did. He called himself not allowing me to take the money or to get, or I put it in, because I never heard of the company. The stores never heard of it. But when you flip it to their gift card, then they know what that is. But they didn't know. It was a hard time even understanding that stuff. But that's why he did it. So Sister Deborah, didn't want to hold you long. I thought I'd tell you about that son, what he did. That's my youngest, my baby. And I appreciate him. And I asked him, I said, why did you do that? He said, you know why I did it? Because if I gave you cash, you'd take it and buy somebody else something. That's what he said. I said, no, Mama is done with that. Mama is not doing that. No. I used to everywhere I go, I don't care if somebody walk up to me and ask me for something. I'm not gonna give them pennies, y'all. Somebody asking me to get something to eat, and baby, I know you can't buy nothing to eat with no dollar. Why? Why would I do that? Why would I go on the street and somebody asks for something to eat or ask for something? Why would I give them the less of the less? Why would I do that? And let me give you the key to why I will not, and I cannot, and I have not done that. And let me tell y'all why. I think of those 6 babies I have. I think of them 6 babies. I say, if they ever out, Father, let the blessing bless them. And Yah has done it 100%. When my kids get in situations out here, y'all always send somebody to help them. Because see, this is the thing. If you come to me and you said you want something to eat, or you said I'm staying over in this hotel and I need $20 more to add to the bill. How much is the room? When I got 20, the room is 40. Let me give you 20 for this day and 20 for the next. You see what I'm saying? The reason why it could be my babies. They ain't babies no more, they're adults. It could be my kid. It can be my uncle. It can be my mother. It can be my sister. It can be anybody that I have in my family. So I figured if I bless you, then that blessing would always uphold. And it has. Because if my son is out in boondocks and the car stop, guess what? Y'all gonna make sure my son make it home. You see? This has happened to my son, a couple of my sons, which I thought was really beautiful. My son with the head injury, he was out like 2 a.m. and the police pulled him over. They said he just walking in the streets, and they was asking him because they was run a you know how they run a thing on you to see if you have a warrant or something. They say he didn't have an ID, but he said he has your number and we called you. And I said, yeah, that's my son, and that's Raymond. He said, oh, so he is your son? I said, yeah. He said, where you stay at? I said, I think we was like probably 15 miles. The police said, when we tell you what, we finna bring your son home to you. I was like, see that? You tell me. And these were 2 white cops. They brought my son straight to my door. It was probably about 3:30 they got there. To my sons twice. So that's what I'm saying. The blessings, people don't understand the blessings of giving or doing for someone less fortunate. It ain't like you're trying to get anything out, but you know the blessings you have to think of. If this was my son, or this is my father out on the streets, or this is my mother or my cousin. But people don't think like that. Why? Because the Father said the hearts are like Watts, the hearts of people. He said that's what the end days is going to be like. People's hearts going to be Watts' heart. So they ain't going to have that heart or that compassion and that what it takes to understand even what I'm talking about. But it is what it is. So Sister Deborah says, will pay my light bill, son. And you know what? You can't even do that. You can't even pay your light bills with those cards that he son. Oh, I thought you said my son. I'm about to say my son. That's what I'm saying. He trapped me into just making sure I don't do nothing. It was just strange, but I appreciate him. I do. I care for my babies, and they try so hard with this old hen. They do. They try so hard. And I do. I appreciate each and every last one of you all in the live chat. I appreciate you. And I will say that I will be back, and I hope that you got something out of the message today. And I will say shalom and shalom.